What we are going through right now is something that is historical in our state. I've been watching the state for 40 years. There's never been anything like this happen before in our state. Historically, if a really good year would be a year in which we had about $5 billion in industrial announcements. We now have 103. It's now 103 billion. That three, extra little three here, went away yesterday when an outfit in Geisler decided they were not going to expand, a $300 million expansion. We lost that. They had some transportation issues, so they're not going to do that. But still, $103 billion. I mean, this is just unheard of in our state. As it turns out, it's highly concentrated by industry. The great majority of that is in the chemical industry for reasons that I will explain to you in just a moment. Happily, it's also highly concentrated geographically. About 22 billion of that is in the area from Baton Rouge down to New Orleans and Hot Dog. About 79 billion of that is here in the Lake Charles area. Now, when you read the Louisiana Economic Outlook, that was sent to the printers about 4 weeks ago. So we did not have the decision by Louisiana to not do their project. And normally you would have a $2.6 billion project that went away and we'd all be weeping. But they still have $79 billion in project. It's really kind of amazing. Now, by the way, one of the discussions that you'll find among folks is, yeah, those are announced, but I mean, are they really going to get built? Well, let me show you what we know so far. We know that 42 billion are already underway. They've gone vertical. They're being constructed as we speak. And some of them are actually completed. There's actually a $500 million one that was just completed down in the Baton Rouge area. That leaves about 64 billion that are at what I call the feed stage. That is the front-end engineering and design. They haven't quite gone vertical yet. But still, folks, 42 billion is an amazing number. If you look at the Lake Charles area, now this is after you take out the Louisiana project. 30.2 billion are underway or completed, and that leaves about almost 49 billion that are at the feed stage. Now, I want to be sure to tell you that because I didn't want to come here and say, hey, we're going to have $79 billion worth of things built. Well, you and I both know that something can happen, which we learned this past couple of weeks at Lake Charles. I don't want to do what a nurse did who worked in the maternity ward at Women's Hospital in Baton Rouge. She went up to the brand new father and said, you really have a beautiful baby. And he said, well, thank you very much. I bet you say that to all the parents. He said, no, I really don't. He said, well, what do you say when the baby's ugly? She said, I look at parents right in the eye and I say, this baby looks just like you.